we made a fatal error. And I'm just thinking whether we can manage it. We've had to buy them because we've got no other option.
Oh my God, check this out.
This is probably the one place on the whole island that I've seen bad comments on Park for Night for break-ins, people trying to rob cars and stuff like that.
We are about to go and see the Caribbean of Sardinia. I mean, what's that all about?
I told you it's something that Janine's wanted to do ever since I've known her. One of the greatest discoveries we've ever made is this.
Welcome back to the channel. We're Janine and Liam Day, a British couple who have spent over 3.5 years doing full-time van life in the UK in a very large camper van conversion. But for many reasons, we have subsequently decided to give car camping a try and sold all our possessions once again so that we can set off into Europe on a wild adventure in our recently acquired Citroën Berlingo microcamper. So far we've shared all the pros and cons of living in such a tiny space, but overall you'll probably tell that we are having the best time ever, and with this being our favourite van life adventure so far. Our aim has been to reach mainland Italy, and we decided to take an alternative route there by island hopping across Corsica and Sardinia before reaching Rome. Last week we landed on the Italian island of Sardinia, which was our first time doing van life in Italy. Whilst wild camping seems more tolerated here, it took us some time getting used to the Italian ways of doing things, but with help of some crazy locals, we finally found our feet. So now it's time to explore some of the more interesting and unique places on the island, as well as attending a traditional but quirky Sardinian festival for Liam's birthday. And I finally get to take on a food challenge that I've waited my whole life to do. It's time to head back to the idyllic island of Sardinia for some more adventures in our microcamper named Bobby.
Buongiorno and welcome back to the channel. We are in the beautiful South Sardinia, actually at a campsite, and this is probably one of the most sort of like popular parts of Sardinia for a very, very good reason, because it's so beautiful yet wild as well. It's got that beautiful mix in there, and we're at this campsite and everyone staying here pretty much is Italian. This has not only been a good go-to stop for us to charge stuff up, get ourselves sorted. As you know, we're living in a micro camper. It's also changed my mind about Italians, and we've had to adapt quite quickly to it all. I'm so grateful for it. I can't wait to share all that with you, share with you this incredible place as well, and you wait till you see it. And we've got a lot coming up. Actually, my birthday is coming up. Don't make it too much of a big deal of it usually, but we've got some really cool things happening. We've got some problems as well we need to address with our technology, so we're going to have to head into the city soon to go and sort those out. We're going to bring you along with us, go and see some stuff whilst we're there. But first, I want to take you to probably one of the best things about this campsite. I'm going to go there now. So yeah, easily one of the best things about this campsite, one of the greatest discoveries we've ever made is this. They do the most delicious and strong, remember it's Italian coffee, so you get a cappuccino or whatever coffee you want, plus a croissant for €3. So less than £3, you get a croissant and a coffee. They're not messing about. Like, it's not like they don't seem to overcharge when they don't need to overcharge. If the ingredients don't cost much money, then they don't overcharge in it, and I love that. I think it's an Italian thing. We're looking forward to discovering if that's true or not, but if so, then we're in the best place in the world. This has got orange in it.
Okay, cool. So we are back at the car. We're about to leave actually. We need to go into town because we've got a few things that we have to get. Liam's had a massive disaster with his phone, which I'll leave him to speak about. We also need to get another fan. It's about to break. Last night was the hottest night in the car. It was so hot in there. So we can't live without a fan. So that's my top priority today, and getting Liam's phone sorted.
Okay, so yeah, we're heading into Cagliari, the city, because my phone is well and truly buggered. Long story short, my old phone, I bought a selfie stick, a cheap selfie stick. I put it on there and it literally just fell off and smashed on the floor. So it was a perfectly good phone and it was completely unusable. So I had to buy a new phone, which cost us a bloody fortune. And the other day, this new phone said that it's got moisture detected, even though it's not been near any water, and there's not hardly any condensation in the car because we keep it ventilated. So I don't know what that's all about. I'm heavily reliant on technology to do what we do. So I'm hoping that if we go into the city, there'll be someone who can fix it. And whilst we're there as well, we really need a fan or a new fan because our one is proper on its way out.
Before we leave, our car is completely covered in eucalyptus gum. It's lovely being under these trees, but oh man, does your car get wrecked. So I'm just gonna have to wipe it off before we leave. We can't drive down the road like this. It's an absolute mess.
Giving the car a quick wipe, we headed into the local city of Cagliari to go straight to a tech shop and just simply prayed that Liam can fix his phone. As it turned out, the man in the shop cleaned it up and fixed it all for €5. Result.
So happy to get my phone sorted, but that's only one out of the two things that we need to get done. The fan is a major concern, so we're going to go into the city centre and see if we can find somewhere that sells USB portable fans or something similar. But 1 out of 2 is not bad so far. And in the meantime as well, we're going to check out the city of Cagliari. I don't know if you guys remember last year when we did the Camino Santiago trek, the 800-kilometre pilgrimage across northern Spain. I did it in barefoot sandals and I had relatively zero problems with it, which is amazing because I did no training whatsoever. I attribute a lot of that success to taking Bristol CBD drops every single day for my recovery. It worked tremendously, and ever since then, I've been taking it quite regularly as well. I count myself as a very sort of healthy person. I am very active and fit, and I take CBD all the time. I believe in it. Bristol CBD is also very good because it's Trustpilot's #1 CBD brand, so you can really rely on it. Also, they're obviously a British company, independent. It's also nice to support independence when you can. This time round, not only have we brought the Bristol CBD with us, but we've also brought their creams with us as well. And we absolutely love this. In fact, the Bristol CBD face cream we're almost run out of, although it does stretch a long way. Janine and I both use this. We know by ingesting CBD, it works. We know it works. It's helped Janine with her anxiety and sleeping as well, which has been amazing. We've tested that on this trip to great effect. And also the research out there, you only have to Google CBD to show how good it is. But applying CBD topically is also incredible for your skin. We use the face cream. As you know, we're out in the sunshine. It's low 30 degrees heat every single day. So we've got to look after our skin as much as we possibly can. We apply this at night time. It's completely natural. It's completely cruelty-free and vegan, which is obviously very important to us. And it's full of essential oils like rosehip oil, jojoba, CBD obviously, and frankincense, all extremely good for your skin. It's the only one that we brought away with us. It's the only one that we use, and we absolutely love it. Bristol CBD also have this as well. It's a muscle rub. Obviously, it's great for if you've got aching joints, if you've got aching muscles from exercise all day, or you've got, I don't know, if you've suffered with any conditions that you need to relieve your pain, anti-inflammatory, that sort of thing. I know that it's incredible for that. But what it's also really, really good for is skin conditions. So Janine and I are getting bit to hell, as you guys know, by mosquitoes and ants and God knows what else whilst we've been traveling. I've got bites all over me, but they're healing pretty damn quickly because we apply this stuff with it as well. So with all of these three things combined from Bristol CBD, we've got CBD oil, which helps with recovery and is helping with Janine's anxiety and sleep and nervousness and what have you. We've got the face cream, which is helping for after sun care and for just sort of skin rejuvenation and help fighting, it's full of antioxidants and help fighting all of the radiation and everything like that. And then we've also got the CBD muscle rub and joint rub, which helps with obviously any muscle pains, joint pains and that sort of thing, but also with any sort of skin condition or flare up or insect bites. We're so proud to have a British company sponsoring this video. We are so proud to be using them. They're very, very good. They're natural and vegan. And Bristol CBD have offered all of our following a 20% discount on anything on their website by going to the link in the description of this video and using the code HAPPYDAYS. Thank you, Bristol CBD, and now back to the video.
This is our first proper Italian city and it's absolutely gorgeous. This street is so nice. Half of the shops are shut and half are open. So we think maybe they have like a siesta time here and some of them abide by it and some of them don't. So we're trying to find a cafe so we can have a coffee. It's absolutely boiling today as well, so I need a cold drink.
semi-successful day. We've had some delicious food. We've bought some delicious food, which is what we always seem to do nearer my birthday time. Lots of eating, but we didn't get the fan. I've got the phone sorted, but we didn't get the fan sorted. The fan is so important. We are massively on the lookout. We don't have access to Amazon, unfortunately, which is where we would usually buy it from. And today, tomorrow, you know, that sort of thing, it's coming up to the hottest days of the year, mid-30s they're saying, even late 30s, so it's going to get really, really hot in the back of that car, and it already has been. Anyway, we're on the lookout for it. We're not going to think too much about it. We've decided to stay at the campsite where we're at tonight because it's underneath some shady trees, and if we wanted to, we could sleep with the doors open. The fan is still working, it's just the charging of it, it's becoming a problem. Anyway, we did say that we believe that we're in one of the best spots in the whole of Sardinia, and we're going to go back to where we were before to show you why.
As temperatures rose, we escaped the sleepy city of Cagliari, beckoning for some shade underneath our eucalyptus trees on the hottest day so far.
And this here is our wonderful campsite, and it's so nice because we're under these eucalyptus trees, which is just perfect, especially for a day like today. So we're in the shade and it's a little bit cooler. We're by the sea, so there's a bit of a breeze as well. But I'm going to show you the rest of the campsite.
The campsite costs €30 per night, and you can park anywhere you like under these beautiful eucalyptus trees. The facilities here are good, with plenty of toilets and showers. I've never had to wait. The shower is coin operated, with about 5 minutes costing 50 cents, and it costs €5 to use the washer. No dryer, but plenty of space to hang your clothes.
Obviously, one of the best things about this campsite is there's the campsite, and just these woods here lead onto a beautiful beach. Check this out. This is actually chia. Looks like we would say the word chia, like chia seeds. And it's actually one of the top places to come to in Sardinia, one of the most popular. There is nearby a very big resort that a lot of people head to, but it's very, very cash, plenty. This campsite means you get to experience the beautiful Kia beaches without spending the money that they're spending at that place. So, and literally, this campsite is right on the beach. I'm walking barefoot all the time here, which is what I love, and it's right on the beach. If you don't believe me, check this out.
I let you in, it ain't a sin with all these simulations. Should be fixed now, will take a while to get rid of. I'm sorry, no, we can't see the good that we had, Jenny.
I am getting my first ever Aperol Spritz in Italy on the beach, and I'm so excited. Liam's just gone off to get it, and I'm looking up. It's supposed to be a heat wave today. It's boiling, but it looks like it's about to rain. I'm absolutely gutted, and it doesn't look like Liam's got my Aperol Spritz. What happened?
They're not doing them.
What?
They've run out or something.
Oh, you're kidding.
I'll score this, and we can go to the campsite bar, which is we know is good for one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We're back at the car, and I'm going to set up the bed for the evening. I've been doing it really early recently, and it just is nice to know that it's just set up, and then we can go out, have a drink or whatever, and come back even when it's dark and nip in and not let any mosquitoes in, or like we're able to stealth a little bit easier. So yeah, I like to get it set up quite early, and that's what I'm going to do now. We keep all of our bedding up here in the top, and we just sort of drag it out when it's time to set the bed up. So that's what I'm going to do now. What it looks like. Two lovely beds set up And now we can go out on the town.
We've just got to make sure that this is how you charge our fan. You need, it's so dodgy, even then it doesn't work. It's on its way out. You've got to push it up to make it work. It could be the end. I've got to find a way to get another van. Okay, so Janina's expertly set up the back here, ready for us to jump into bed whenever we deem is bedtime, which could be at any time. We are definitely feel like we're celebrating, even though it's not my birthday yet, but we're just sort of, I think the reason being is that this campsite has got a very, very nice vibe to it. We, as you know, we're probably campsite's greatest critics. We are definitely not being promoted for this. Don't think that. This place is very outdated in a lot of ways as well. But there's something about it. And actually, to be honest with you, the campsites with the least amount of rules and the least amount of modern facilities and stuff seem to be our favourites. And this is one of them. And it's right on the beach, under these eucalyptus trees. I just love it. But still, having said our favourite thing, one of my favourite things is the fact that we're just surrounded by Italians and Sardinians. There's like one of a German couple. There's no British people. When we was in Corsica, it was mainly German families that were surrounding us. Here, it's mainly Italians and Sardinians. So it's given us our first snapshot of life. It's like being allowed into an Italian family's front room. And we're a small little red car amongst motorhomes, big tents and all the rest of it. And they're all extremely friendly. I've never been in a campsite with more friendly people surrounding us. And one thing I've learned about it, there's lots of things I've learned about it, about the culture since being allowed to be submerged in all of these people's families and in their lives and what have you, and given snapshots of it. First thing, everyone is so friendly. I'm falling in love with the Italian culture just as much as I did with the Indian culture, and that was like love at first sight sort of thing. And the reason being is because, like for instance, our neighbour over there, they set up their tents, big tents right next to us, and he came over with really cold beer straight away, local beer straight away. There's huge language barriers, but it doesn't seem to matter. So they're very, very friendly, always make eye contact, always say ciao and buongiorno and buonasera, and it just feels very, very friendly. The kids never seem to misbehave, and you never hear anybody shouting at children. The other thing is, they all seem to commune in big groups. Like the family, where they don't come to campsites alone, or small groups. They bring the whole family with them. So at night time, like as we're coming into now, there's just big groups of families sat around. Some playing the guitar. Alcohol's always involved. You know, I've seen Prosecco over here. I just heard the Prosecco corks going, and beers going round and stuff. And they make a huge thing of mealtime. They eat late. That was the other thing I was going to say to you. Everybody seems to eat late. Mealtime is a massive, massive thing for them all over this campsite. It's huge. And during that mealtime, they take their time. We made a fatal error when we went, just the other night, we went to go and get where we're going to go now and go and get a pizza in the restaurant here. They've got a restaurant on the campsite. And we thought, we're in a campsite, we're on the beach pretty much. What's the point of even changing out of our beach clothes? It's so relaxed and all the rest of it. And we walked into the restaurant where we're about to go to now, and everybody sat around having the atmosphere in there was just wonderful. I can't tell you how nice it was. But anyway, we walked in and everyone just turned around and stared at us. And I'm like wearing a vest, I've got tattoos showing, I'm wearing my board shorts, Janine's wearing a fleece. You know, we're looking all like dishevelled and stuff. And we just realised that everybody was dressed up. Even though we're at a campsite, everyone was dressed up. So one of the biggest things we've learned is, if you're going to go and eat out or do anything, Italians like to dress up for it. And they like their food. And it's all about family, it's all about sharing, and we love it. Anyway, on that note, I thought I'd share with you some of the things that we've learned. And on that note, we're actually going to go into that bar and that restaurant, but we're going to get a takeaway pizza and just show you how cheap it is here. Janine wants an Aperol Spritz, I'm owing it her. And let's go see what that's like.
Okay, making a bit of an effort this time, Liam put a shirt on and off we went to try the authentic Italian Aperol Spritz. And I'd say this was the point where it all went completely wrong. Takeout pizzas were fully booked. So after drinking the strongest Aperol Spritz I've ever had, and it completely going to my head, I then ordered a second one, but Liam had to finish it as I would have been too drunk, even for the pizza, which we finally managed to order. We grabbed 2 marinaras at just €6 each, with full intentions of chilling at the beach with a glass of Italian red. However, it was way too dark for that, so we headed back to the microcamper, where we got a friendly invite to sit with our Italian neighbours, who also offered us some of their red wine. We had an amazing evening chatting to this big family group of extremely friendly people from a town just north of Venice, until we stumbled back to our car and slept in the hottest night in the car yet.
When I saw you, I would lose control. Made me feel like there was no tomorrow. Should've told you that you're beautiful, but the days pass and now it's so long ago. Did you make it? Did you break free? Did you manage to be who you wanna be? Maybe somewhere you think about me too.
Oh, last night was awesome. Had a few drinks, so we've had a little bit of a lie-in today. And actually, we've got a really fun day today. It's my birthday today. We've got a few things lined up. Something later is very, very strange and mystical, very traditional to Sardinia. And right now, we're leaving to go and do something Janine has wanted to do for as long as I've known her, I think. So it's going to be such a cool day. It's a bit of a drive to get there, and we need to get moving.
Did you break free? Did you manage to be who you wanna be? Maybe
Today is a very good day. We are doing something so exciting. And can I just say, I didn't arrange this. I didn't arrange something that I want to do for Liam's birthday. He arranged it, and you're also very excited.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great no matter what. It's going to be brilliant. I'm looking forward to it.
Lovely. Hello. Are you ready for some pasta making?
Are you ready for your pasta making? Definitely am. You?
Yeah.
Let's go and do it. Like.
I woke up in a daze, you were talking to me.
So I'm happy you guys could arrive at
Thank
this day, and you have the perfect day as well. So
Yeah.
we have a
Amazing.
nice wind from this area. So
Yes.
please come in.
Thank you. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that view. That's beautiful. Wow, look at that view. Oh my word.
Upon arrival, we met Ovan, who'll be training us today from his beautiful home overlooking, I think actually the best view I've ever seen from someone's home. But we didn't come here to relax, we have work to do. And in true Italian style, Ovan made us an authentic Italian espresso to give us the energy for what's about to happen.
Okay, so today we are doing, I told you it's something that Janine's wanted to do ever since I've known her, and I'm super enthused about it as well. We're doing fresh pasta making, proper Italian pasta making, and it's just a technique, a skill, an art that we would love to learn how to do. And we're here right up in the hills doing it, a very, very authentic, good place. So let's see how this goes.
Beginning the session by tasting a drop of the real high quality local Sardinian olive oil, which packs a peppery punch at the back of your throat. This, we are told, is the sign of good quality olive oil, and the peppery sensation is the antioxidants. This pasta will be made using semolina with no eggs, which is perfect for me and Liam as we don't eat them. Ovan taught us the quantities of ingredients and the technique required to make the dough, and how to knead it so it has the perfect consistency. What made the experience more fun was allowing us to make psychedelic pasta and even some tie-dye style pasta sheets. We used various pasta machines and tools for the first time, which I've long wanted to do, and making all different shapes and designs, textures, tortellini, ravioli and other traditional foods, but in trippy colours. amazed at how much we were learning and the depth of skills and knowledge Ovan had to teach us. He even taught me how to roll the pasta en masse as if I was in a busy kitchen, which was pretty difficult. Then, using the pasta we had made and dried for a short time, Ovan, who was also a professional chef, cooked them up in some incredible meals, including ragu, white sauce with truffle oil, and lots of other delicate flavours. We couldn't work out what we enjoyed more, the making of the pasta or the eating. It's been a memorable day out, and we will leave the link in the description of this video if you want details of how to book the course yourself, which we really recommend.
Janine, as expected, is turning into a proper pasta chef back here. Look at that thing she's got going. So technical, and she's just taking it to it like a duck to water. Look at her!
Wow, that's incredible.
Okay, I'll invite you guys directly to the table.
Oh, thank you. Wow, now it's time to eat, and it looks so good.
So good.
Oh, check out this table. Look at that.
$1 million view. So we've just had the best day. It's the best birthday I could have ever imagined, and it's all thanks to Ovan here. And we successfully made beautiful pasta as well. So thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. Cheers, man.
You're very welcome. Thank you. If you are guys interested in a plant-based course where we learn you the types of pasta to make and local pastas, and the stuffings are all vegan, plant-based, come and visit us in Sardinia.
Come and visit him. Do it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, mate.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Ovan.
Bye-bye, Ovan.
Bye-bye, Ovan.
Oh, that was honestly the best day. I can't believe it was way more than I expected it was going to be. It was so good, and he is so nice as well. Yeah, and the food was delicious. It was just perfect, wasn't it?
When you get locals running it who are passionate about what they do,
Yeah.
it changes everything.
Yeah.
And it gives you so much inspiration, and it turns into an unforgettable travel experience.
Yeah.
And we both live for things like that. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like was like 1 in a million day done.
Yeah, like I'll remember it forever. And if I got the chance, I'd go back as well and do another one.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, after such an unforgettable experience, it was time to get back to van life reality. We are in fact in the middle of a heatwave, and our main USB portable fan has broken. The fan makes car camping possible, and without it, we're in a right pickle. So en route, we stopped at a place we hope could solve the solution for us.
Okay, we've just shot into Media World for the second time on this trip. Media World is like a big electronics place. It's the #1 electronics place on the island. If you can't get it in there, you can't get it anywhere. And our fan has broken. It's the one thing that you do not want breaking when you're in a microcamper in a hot country. The fan that we got that's broken is amazing. It lasts all night long on one charge, sometimes 2 nights long if it's on a low setting, which is all you need it to be on, and it stops mosquitoes. It's just really, really good. But almost ever since we got it, the USB charger part on it was so bad. This is a bite-sized fan. It lasts for 3 hours only, and I'm just thinking whether we can manage it. We've had to buy them because we've got no other option. The fan is our lifeline. It really is our lifeline to car camping. Without the fan in hot countries, it's almost impossible. So we're gonna have to give this a go. I'm thinking we charge them both up and have one on the go for the first 3 hours of sleeping, which is the hottest time, and then hope that it cools down, which it does do on the islands. It does cool down in the early mornings usually. There's only been one morning where it hasn't. And then if it doesn't, then we swap. One of us has to get up and swap the fan over, turn the other fan on, and just work like that. But they are piddly. So whether this is going to work out, I don't know. I'm hoping it's not a deal breaker with the whole thing. It's not like we've got Amazon accessible either. It's it seems so insignificant, but it's such a nightmare. Let's just see how we go anyway, bloody hell.
Fingers crossed and praying that the 2 new little fans keep us cool enough to sleep at night, we moved onwards. This time to a place called Alghero, where we have something interesting to attend for the evening. But first, we need to find somewhere to park for the night.
So we've arrived in Alghero, which is a city up north that we briefly visited before, looking for croissants, do you remember? That was a long drive, by the way, big, long, barren drive. It feels like when you're driving across Sardinia, there's no one else on the roads. It's so strange. We've just arrived and we're going into stealth mode. We're deciding to go for getting the blinds out that usually reflect the heat, but now we're going to put them so the black's facing the outside so no one can tell what's going on the inside. This is probably the one place on the whole island that I've seen bad comments on Park for Night for break-ins, people trying to rob cars and stuff like that. Doesn't mean that it happens all the time, doesn't mean it might have only ever happened once or twice. However, vans are targeted in this area and have been before. We are here on a very sort of auspicious and prestigious occasion. It is a big festival in Sardinia, one of very few, and it's called St. Giovanni's Feast. The feast part I'm not so sure about, as in I think that's a celebration. However, there's a very sort of like mystical thing that happens at this festival that we're going to go and check out, and it happens just on this beach over here called St. Giovanni's Beach. So we're going to camp here for the night. We're going to enjoy the festivities. It's not very often that something like this happens on my birthday, so we're going to really enjoy ourselves here. Janine's going to take the keys to the car. She's not going to drink. I'm going to have a couple of drinks, just how it has to go for sort of that sort of thing, festivities and what have you. But Janine's not much of a big drinker these days anyway, and we're just going to have a good time. First off, I think we're going to go and share a pizza, hopefully. Maybe a cold glass of white wine or a cold beer.
We walked down towards the seafront, where crowds of people were gathering. The festival had well and truly begun. There were many stalls selling traditional foods and drinks as well as some crafts. A parade walked past, with people dressed in white carrying an effigy of Jesus Christ, and everyone stood to watch. After the parade had passed, we took the opportunity to grab a pizza and birthday beer before attending the main event.
Okay, that's beer, pizza, wine, done. And this festival just looks like it's just getting started. The sun's going down behind us over here. It's a beautiful night. It's a really, really nice energy out here today. Like, everyone's out here to have a nice time. And we're approaching the fires. And this is where it all happens. This is what it's all about. And it's all linked in with the fire element. And it's a bit like pagan. It reminds us like a pagan ritual. We're about to see what's happening now.
So, as Liam said, the festival feels very pagan-like, with fires burning and people all dressed in white. The festival is called St. Giovanni's Feast, and on the night before the feast every year is the jumping over the fires when the sun has set. Legend has it that if you jump over the flames wearing white on this evening, then whatever you imagine in your head will come true as you jump and come in contact with the fire element. And if you were to jump over the flames on this night holding your friend's hand, it's said that you'll be friends forever. So we took our place watching the participants all getting ready to make their leap of faith. What was lovely to see was that almost everyone was jumping with their friends, foregoing their own wishes to instead be in a friendship for eternity. As we watched the couples make the brave jump across the fire, we remarked on how lovely it was that friends felt that they wanted to imprint their relationship into the core of the universe forever. It was actually quite emotional watching so many people of all ages make the jump together, and on the other side of the leap were always sincere hugs with their friends, a hug like they never wanted to let them go. How wonderful it is for a whole town to join in together for this auspicious occasion, one that's been going on since ancient times and with as much integrity today as back then.
Quick! Get in quick! Oh my gosh! Oh. We're back. We're right in front of this massive... Liam?
What?
We should go on it, shouldn't we? Oh no, I don't like heights. It's quite luminous. It's right in front of our car.
I was running to the ocean. I didn't wanna be tied down to nothing. since I met you. I didn't know it, that underneath it all you started something. On a Saturday night I was doing just fine. I was out on my own, didn't want nobody else. Then I opened my eyes and I put down my pride.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I had one of the best night's sleeps, actually. I think maybe I did. I've woken up feeling like I've had the longest sleep in the world. And it feels really good, actually. Yeah, we're just in this car park. And it's been amazing.
Good morning from the city of Alghero. Well, last night was so good. I'm so pleased that we came back. I mean, we're coming back to the north of the island because it's where we're taking the ferry to go to the mainland, to go to Rome. So we have to come back up here anyway. But I'm so pleased that we came up to that festival. Never seen anything like it before. I mean, it was a bit dangerous, in all honesty. There were, you know, there were people jumping over and falling into the fire and stuff like that, but no serious injuries or anything like that. Everybody was treated. It was ultimately a very, very joyous event. You know, there was the choice, from what I understand, there was the choice of people jumping over alone, where they could make a wish for themselves, and that wish is supposed to come true, obviously, as we mentioned. But then you can do it together in friends, and it seemed like most people who jumped with their friends, and when you jump as a friend you actually opt to solidify your relationship. You'll be friends forever if you do that, and everybody chose to do that, and there was so much hugging and like love, and it was just beautiful on that white sandy beach. It was so nice. Everyone was in good cheer. You can't knock the Italians down. They just have a good time. Anyway, even without a festival, really, really, really enjoyed it. I'm glad that's Sardinian's biggest, one of Sardinian's biggest festivals. Right now, as always, we have to scoot off because we have a boat trip. Not just any old boat trip. We're going to the part of Sardinia that's known as the Caribbean of Sardinia. Can't wait for this one. I've got no idea what to expect apart from the Caribbean. What are you doing?
I'm getting attacked by flies.
I know, the flies are just, this time of the morning, they're just poking up.
I know, they don't leave you alone. I'm painting my nails ready for the boat.
Good.
Yeah.
Can I suggest that we do that when we stop, please? Is that all right?
Are we in a
I'm
rush?
desperate for the toilet.
Okay.
Nails done, we moved on to a place called La Magdalena to go on a boat trip to head to the Sardinian Caribbean, where Liam had booked something special to celebrate his birthday and our final bit of time here on this beautiful island.
Okay, cool. So we are about to go and see the Caribbean of Sardinia. I mean, what's that all about? I didn't even know it existed. And we're about to do it in complete style as well. Liam has booked a luxury boat to go round. I'm so excited. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know what the boat's going to be like. We haven't seen it. And it's just a big surprise. So we're just about to have a coffee before boarding, and then we're going to go and see what this trip's all about.
At the start of the end, here comes your white knight.
So yeah, we're going on a proper treat today. It's a full day of luxury. Well, luxury boat anyway, and travelling around Caribbean-style islands. I thought we sort of deserve it after we've had intermittent sleeps and all that sort of business, so a full day on a boat will be just really nice.
I can see the boat in the distance. Oh my god, it looks like a pirate ship. It looks so cool. Check this out. This is amazing. This is so cool. I can't believe it.
This is absolutely amazing. So we've got a private deck to ourselves on this luxurious boat as a proper treat, to ourselves. And literally got two wonderful sofas. Looks like we've got some fridges and stuff and a little table, the whole thing just to ourselves. Because we don't like people. No, we love people. This is going to be brilliant. Brilliant.
As Liam promised, we have a private deck on this beautiful boat named Luxury Virginia. The deck is reserved just for us, with 2 sofas, a table, and probably the best view on the whole boat. The deck comes with free drinks and aperitivos included. We are on a large black boat which has pirate ship characteristics to it, but with 2 bars, toilets, shisha pipes, and even a small restaurant with a pizza kitchen. All decks are luxurious, including the neighbouring VIP deck, which has lounges for guests to enjoy.
Check it out, it's our own private beach.
Oh my word, look at this beach. Okay, behind me is the most beautiful beach that we've just turned up on. I think everyone's getting in the water. I don't, as you've probably noticed, I don't really get in the water because it's absolutely freezing. Like, no joke, it's genuinely really cold. So I'm not sure if I'm getting in, but I will certainly film Liam get in. Are you getting in?
Of course. I'll brace the cold for this because I know it's going to be bloody brilliant. The sea is genuinely fresh in Sardinia. It is genuinely fresh. I don't know why. It is genuinely fresh, so I understand why Janine's not going in.
Liam, taking one for the team, enjoyed a swim in this aquamarine, idyllic swimming pool-like fresh sea cove, taking great pleasure in floating on one of the clearest waters we have ever seen. In a lifelong quest for the ultimate paradise, you might arrive here and think you have found it. Sardinia is clearly Pandora's box with a whole world of treasures to be discovered within it, and today we found one of those jewels, a big shiny blue one.
How was that, Liam?
Absolutely divine. Just what the soul ordered. So nice.
Is it cold?
The when you first get in, obviously it's cold. I'm not going to say it's like a bath. It's not like a bath, but it does warm up. And it's just wonderful. It's just refreshing and wonderful.
The rest of the boat trip continued the way it started. More swimming in divine crystal clear waters, eating pizza, drinking beer, visiting old docking towns, and unusually for me and Liam, lots of chilling out, listening to music as we drifted across the Mediterranean.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye. Okay, tour finished, and that was such an amazing day. We had such a good time just chilling out, which is what we wanted to do, and just to be surrounded by those beautiful crystal waters for the whole day, and to relax in the sun and eat nice food and have drinks whilst on a boat. It was really good. Now we are heading off. We're going to go and find our place to stay for the evening. And so Liam has found a place on the AgriCamper app, which is something that you sign up to, and you can go to various different farms across Italy. And there's some in Sardinia. We went to one before, and we've found another one nearby, so we're going to head there now.
As it's our last night in Sardinia, we wanted to give the AgriCamper app another stab. A €33 annual subscription to free camping on agricultural land across Italy. So far we've had one fail and one win with this app, so we are hoping the third will be a charm. Perfectly located near the Alba port, where we'll be taking our 6-hour ferry ride to Rome. Up in the hills of this beautiful part on the island, we entered into an old olive farm. On arrival, however, the owner was a little confused who we were, but only because he wanted to offer us food. But regrettably, we weren't hungry as we ate on the boat. He pointed us in the direction of an opening and said we can park where we like, but where we did end up parking was next to something quite remarkable. Introducing Sardinia's oldest olive tree.
Oh, what a stop. What a stopover. Really, really recommend this place already. It's very, very peaceful. There's another van staying over here. And look at that. I think that's another olive tree there, a really old one. I mean, there's old, really ancient olive trees everywhere, planted at the when Christ was around, when Jesus Christ was around. That's something that's trippy. That's really, really trippy. If I've got my maths right, close to around that time anyway. Wow, the world's changed since then. And this wonderful stop marks the end of our trip in Sardinia. We had barely scratched the surface. We do know that. We barely scratched the surface of Corsica, Sardinia, Ibiza, south of France. Anywhere we go, we barely scratch the surface. And that's what's great, because it means we get to return. It just gives us a wonderful taster of all the places, and to see how accommodating and hospitable the cultures are, which they all have been. And do you know what? We've just built up to Sardinia, because Sardinia has been amazing. The people here are amazing. I could actually probably lay my hat down here because I love it so much. But it's been a warm-up to us to Italy, and guess where we're going tomorrow on the ferry? We're heading to Rome on the boat. But in fact, sad news, we are not going to be able to make it to Sicily, unfortunately. The blooming Schengen rules have restricted us once again, and we are now fighting against the clock. So the compromise now is we're going to try and make it to the Amalfi Coast. And if you don't know what the Amalfi Coast is in Italy, it's known as some of the most sort of, I guess, dangerous roads, tightest roads in Italy, but the most stunning coastline in the whole of Italy as well. So once again, with great sacrifice will come great rewards, and we are looking forward to it. So that's the aim. Next time you see us, we're catching a boat to mainland Italy. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you subscribe, you'll see us next time floating our way to mainland Italy. See you then.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. Wow. It's so cool. I think we've got a friend coming as well. Look at this. It's like a proper shelter.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
What's your name then? What's your name, hey? Oh. What are you up to? You found another friend?
What?
They always love you, Janine, don't they? Oh.
Oh, you're so cute. Please don't jump up.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon.
Is that?
What's that?
Outside and through
Is
and
that your friend?
no limit to what we can
Oh
do.
boy, aren't you? You're very friendly.
Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.